Hello guys, welcome to this our video for today. Today I'm going to be making a brief video on study website. This time around I'm going to be launching study website from CloudFront. So initially we've launched study website from EC2 instance uh, and from S3 buckets. So this time around, we'll not be using EC2 instance or S3 buckets to launch our study website. Instead, we're going to be using CloudFront. And for us to be able to use CloudFront and launch this study website, I'm basically going to be using three main services here. I'll be using uh, Route 53, S3 bucket, and CloudFront or S3 and CloudFront. Those are the three services that I'll be using here. So let's just jump right to the okay. So where is S3 bucket? We come right to S3 bucket, and simply what we'll do here is just create a bucket. Just simple, create a bucket without anything. Create a bucket, and I can decide to create this bucket by calling it CloudFront. CloudFront website. Let's just see website. Mhm. That's it. I don't need to add anything. CloudFront website bucket is created. So once this bucket is created, I have to upload some folders. Let's go to the bucket is here, and let's upload some files and folders to the bucket. I'm not enabling versioning. I'm not enabling public site uh, or study website. That none of that. I just create the bucket and move straight to upload files here. So let me upload folders. If I come here, I can move to, let me just see what I have already here. This is a file. Just open this and upload this. That's straight to the point. Let me see if I still have another one. Add another file. This one, and that's it. And again, let me see if I have a folder. Come right here, add a folder, and I upload this one. Yes, upload it and do this. Let's give it a couple of seconds. It's almost there. We just have a few seconds and that will be done. So I was running out of batteries. Let me just plug this in. Okay, see, that was fast uploaded. Alright, so that's what I need from this. So my next series will be CloudFront. CloudFront, right? This is the dashboard here. So we will come to this CloudFront dashboard here, and with CloudFront we have securely deliver content with low latency and high transfer speed. I mean, there are a lot of benefits that you can have from CloudFront. So I mean, you can go and read more about CloudFront, and you have it. So here we create. Let's create a distribution. So here, origin of domain. So our domain here is going to be coming from. Remember, it's going to be coming from S3. So I have it here already. And origin path, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to be bringing any path here. I'm not going to be leaving it public, but I will say legacy identification. Let's go further, leave everything default the way it is. Bucket policy. So if I come here, legacy, use CloudFront origin access. So if we don't have this origin access, we can always create one, and when you want to create it, you say yes, you create one, and it will automatically create our origin access. And it's asking us here bucket policy, update the S3 bucket policy to allow access, read access this. No, I will. No, let's just say let AWS do it for us, and we proceed. There are a lot of things that you can do here. Enable origin shield. This is security, but just leave it the way it is. Default PAL, leave it. And here, view protocol. We will want this website to be secure, so we'll redirect HTTP to HTTPS. All right, so go for that restriction and every other thing here. So cache policy, we just leave it the way it is. I'm not having any I don't have no cache policy and origin request recommended. I don't have that, so I can just go to legacy cache setting, which I don't have it, so leave it the way it is. So response header, just leave this one the way it is, not changing anything. And enable this equally another firewall security that is good to enable it, though if you have to enable it, you need to spend like $14, you know, if you configure it. It's a strong one too, but no, I don't want to do that. I just go straight forward. And first of all, I'm just gonna leave this the way it is, or I could simply, since I already have look at here, custom SSL certificate is optional, but if we want to use a particular domain name for this bucket, so we'll need to, you know, choose it here because we already have one. So for now, I'm going to leave it until we decide which name that we want to use. When we decide the name that we want to use for this, we can come here and we enable it. So here, default road objects, it's really default, but it should not be default, because if you don't do anything here, your website is not going to work. So here we're going to enable, or we're going to say the object file should object file to return when a view requests the root URL. So what we're using here is index.html. Okay, so let's create this simple created. It's gonna take some time, and then you can, so origin, behavior, error, invalidation. There's another thing here, you see this one called invalidation. At times, if when content is cached, like you know what CloudFront is doing, trying to cache content closer to users. If you cache content to users, and they are like, okay, using the content, say, just say you decide that, okay, if a content is cached, it should be there for in the caching device for, say, 1 month or 2 months. If it's there for 2 months and after 2 months you want to update it, what you simply do is that you come to invalidation here and you create invalidation. So when you upload new content, like in your S3 bucket, for example, then you come to CloudFront on the invalidation and you create invalidation. Once you create invalidation here, of course, it's just directing you the path where the objects are. What it simply does is that it goes to the cache and it flush out the old content and then upgrade with the new content, so much that the new person that comes to that same caching edge location can be able to, you know, get the newest content, or the old person can always get the new content after several, maybe, I don't know, depending on how you want it to be. So that is one great feature here that you can always use. All right, so here is the origin of our S3 buckets and everything, and here is the security. Now the security here too can help us. Here we can be able to enable protection, who can view our content, which country can see our content, and all of that. If we come like here and you say, let's say, enable this security, we can we can block a lot of things. Like, I know I did not use it earlier, but we can be able to, you know, I know I don't have WAF, but if I had it, I would just, do that and so on. Let's just come back here and let's go to distribution. Okay, this one is already enabled, and equally in distribution here, the anyway, it's still deploying. Come back. Deploying. Let's come here. Security general. Okay, come back here. And all right. Okay, this is where we are. So with this distribution here, if we open it, you can be able to get the URL here. Copy this URL, and let's see what we have as our. See right here. See that? It's simple. Get it there. This thank you, thanks to Cloud Space Academy for what you're doing. It's simple, you know. This is just straight to the point. It took less than no time to have this done. All right. There are other features that you can use CloudFront to do so many other things, but maybe in our subsequent video I will be able to explain more on how we can use it. Now let's go to Route 53 to change the DNS name. But if you come here, see this is secure though. You see that? Because reading from HTTPS, so it's secured, but we can change the name. So if we come to Route 53 hosted zone here, and if we open it and stay, so let's create a record here. We know the name that we have used in our name that we use in for our bucket is Cloud. Remember one thing with S3 bucket, when you use when you create a bucket and you want to create a DNS name with S3, or with a bucket that is in S3, your DNS name has to tie with the name that you use in creating the bucket. If it doesn't tie, then it will not work. It has to be the same. So we have CloudFront web. It was it website secured site, web secured site. I don't remember, but I can always go there. Let me see. That was the name that I used. No, I think it's the same. All right, if it's not the same, we're going to go back and change it. I'll come back here. So it's an alias, so therefore we come back here. Since it's an alias, a name, a domain name to a name, so we are getting it from CloudFront distribution. And what is the name? Oh, you see, we can't find it here, which means that it's not the same. It's not this what I'm writing here. So if it was what I'm writing here, then we could have been able to find it here. So simply we go back to S3 bucket and we try to check the name. All right, let's see the name of the bucket. Oh, this is the name of the bucket, CloudFront web. I don't know why I'm writing here. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, let me see again. I know I'm come back here. All right, what I have here is web. Okay, no, web ss. Why is it not still showing? Okay, why it's not showing is because we have CloudFront and we did not let CloudFront know that we are going to be doing some modifications with the name. We have to go back to CloudFront and let CloudFront know that we are doing some modifications. So if we come back to CloudFront, simply this one that is active, if we highlight it here, let me say open it up and we go to editing right here, and you see now alternate domain name for C records or whatever. So we add it here. So the name that we want to use as our domain name will be we say CloudFront This is a secured website, and it has to be, we have to add the domain name .blontum.com. All right, like that. And let's see if we come here to say save changes. Look at what it says. To add alternate domain name to CloudFront distribution, you must attach a trusted certificate. Oh, all right. That's what we have to do. We do have a trusted certificate. So let's come down here and say add our trusted certificate. And we have this one. All right. So we have a trusted certificate with that. All right. Let's see. Save the changes. Let's see what it's going to say. Okay, there you go. Yes, here. Good. So now let's go back to Route 53. Now in Route 53, now we can now try to use the new name that we want, CloudFront secure website. All right. So it's in, we use an alias here. We're looking for CloudFront, and let's choose it here. Look at here, we have the distribution now, and create the record. So the record has been created. Simple. So this is the record pending, and it should be active in less than no time. So come back here, and this is it here. And if we copy it and say let's test this on our website, we should be able to, let's see that, boom, website is already active. You see, so that is it, guys. So you see that you can be able to create a started website by using S3 buckets, by using EC2 instance, and as well as using CloudFront. All right, thank you very much for following up with me and watching my videos. I hope it helps you, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the only way you can help me. All right, thank you, and bye bye.